Hello and welcome back to Vixen Purple's Crochet and More. I am your host, Cheryl. Welcome. Today is November 11th. Today is Veterans Day here in the United States. I want to say thank you to all of the veterans who maybe subscribe to me or are just watching my video. Thank you so much for your service. I appreciate that. A little bit of history about me or my family. My grandfather on my dad's side served in World War II, and he was honorably discharged, which was nice. I've had an uncle. He was ranking up in the ranks like sergeant and going on up above. Anyhow, he was in the military for, oh my gosh, the longest time that I can remember, and he passed away serving in the military. I've had my youngest sister also serve in the military. I currently have, at least I think they're still currently serving, is my niece and my nephew in the Navy. My brother served in for a little short time while he was in basic, and he did something to his leg and he got discharged because of that. But anyhow, I do come from a family of military services, and you guys, our freedoms depend on the services of you guys, and I'm thankful for that. Sorry for getting emotional. You may hear some life noises. I have Holly, I have Rascal, and I have Oscar, who is somewhere back there, probably buried under a blanket. Holly is like right here at my knee, wanting to be petted and loved, and then I have Rascal laying at my feet. And then somewhere around here is going to be, you'll probably see Rags or Sweet Pea popping into the videos. Anyhow, today I wanted to let you guys know I have some more videos to make, so I will be showing two hauls that I did. One is from Joann's and the other one is from Lion Brands. I'm trying out a different lighting situation. I went on to Amazon looking for a light for my whip carts, because my area that I sit in is sometimes awfully dark, and I don't want to have a whole lot of overhead lamps and everything else, especially when me and my husband are trying to watch TV or doing that other fun stuff. Anyhow, let me show you guys what I got. I do apologize. It is going to be bright, but let me shut it off. Oh, there's bright. Anyhow, this is what we got. We went on to Amazon, and I wanted something that was rechargeable, very nice. It's LED. It's got 3 different brightnesses. It's a clip-on, so it sits on my cart, and then I can adjust it like this. So I just thought, well, I'm going to try it and see how this works as a backlighting or something to that effect. So, and you can see that's pretty bright, and that's the warm tones that I'm currently using to get the backlighting better, or to make me look better, one of the two. I don't think that's going to ever happen though, but anyhow, this is what's going on. I paid about $15 on that with Amazon. I don't have the name brand of it, but this is what it came on into the box. Let me put that up there so you guys can see it. And it's like I said, it's an LED eye protection little lamp, and very nice. So far I'm enjoying it. Anyhow, today I wanted to show you guys some makes. Some of you guys know that I've been working on them, and some of you guys don't know that I have completed a whole bunch of stuff. But let me pull out the one that I've been working on that is actually a commission and is going to be going home probably tomorrow. And y'all remember that I was working on this pattern called Laurence the Lion, and it's a Jeff Huss, oh my gosh, I can't even pronounce her name. Scratch that again. Jess Huff pattern. And she had this free on her blog, and you could print it up and stuff like that. Overall, with that pattern, it was very, very easy to follow, and I loved it. The only thing is, I wished it had a little bit more guidance on how to attach the belly patch and the legs and stuff. But anyhow, this is my finished lion. This is finished Laurence the lion. He is so cute on him. And I love his mane. I love his mane. I loved how the mane turned out. And I loved how he turned out. This is going for a baby. That's why I don't have safety eyes. I have crocheted eyes. And that's what I did with his eyes. And stuff. Now, with this pattern, I was able to crochet the ears in as I was doing the back part of his head. That part I loved. But like I said, she didn't have the instructions written in written format. I did have to go to her YouTube channel to get an idea of how to put the belly patch on, but there was no instructions on where to place the legs and stuff like that. So I had to wing it. So he's a little bit off, but overall, I love him. I don't want to let him go. I don't, but I love that mane and his tail. His little tail is all cute. She did have a shorter tail on him. I extended it a couple of rows because, I'm sorry, they don't have stubby tails. They have long, whippy tails. Lions do. So anyhow, Laurence the lion is finished. And with this, I used the Michaels brands. I think it's Craft Smarts Gold. That was a ball of yarn that I picked up from the thrift store, and it was a big ball. And I only used probably not even half of it to make him and stuff. So that he is a finished object. I'm going to put him over here. And then I had also picked up this this cute little sloth from the thrift store. It's such in good shape and everything, and it's so bright and colorful. You guys may see him on my previous hauls from the thrift stores. Well, anyhow, I had purchased a while back some Big Twist. Oh, there it is. They're Big Twist Value, and this is the color Happy Rainbow. Holly, go lay down. Come on, sorry. Happy Rainbow is the colorway, and this is how much I have left of one skein. Let me get it untied because I wanted to keep it together. So I have about maybe 6 feet, not even, of the tail of this, but I made a lovie. This lighting is not doing this justice though. Let me see if it'll turn brighter. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's better. So this is the lovie, how it turned out, the colorway. And I thought, with the way this guy is, and that this yarn, I thought they were a good match. And so I have a completed lovie to go, or for someone who would like to have him, whoever knows. So this is one completed object. The other thing I did complete is some hats. This was a ball of, I don't have a ball size, a ball of the Red Heart tweed in the, I believe in the Aran or the wheat color. And I had enough to make a hat, but I didn't have enough to make it go down past my right about here. So I added some black to finish it off. I like how it turned out. I still need to weave in the top part of it, but that is one. This is a pattern. See, there we go. This is a pattern that I kind of created, playing around with some stitches. I have not written a pattern for that. This is another thing. I had just a ball of it. I don't know what yarn, but I know I got it in one of my either Who Gives a Scrap haul or a past ARC thrift store haul. But anyhow, I had enough to make a hat. Once again, using that stitch pattern that I use. Boy, it's blowing it out. And then I finished it off with a crab stitch on that, and it finishes. But I had enough left over, and here's the tail, to make a granny square with it. So that is one ball and a square made with this yarn, and that's out of my stash. This is one of Bag O' Day's newest hat patterns. I forgot what she called it, but anyhow, she made a hat that using all kinds of stitches. There we go. Here we go. All kinds of stitches, and this is like a, I want to say half double puff, but it's not. But anyhow, I love this stitch. I like how this turned out too. But I made this. This one I used I think an eye hook, and it's really tight. So I decided next time I make this hat, I'm going up hook to see how it does. But this was a ball of, this is Red Heart. I think this is the aqua color. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. But anyhow, that is one hat that I've made. Now, using Bag O' Day's like half double puff stitch, I decided to play around. Whoops, hold on just a second, guys. Sorry. All right, sorry about that, guys. I dropped a ball. I had a ball, a scrap ball about like this big, in a not so thick, but 4-weight yarn, and I made this. This is the hat pattern that I was playing with. So this is half double crochet loop, and this is it's the half double crochet going back in the same stitch and then going into the next stitch. It's kind of like it's like a decrease, but it's not a decrease. But that's how it turned out. But I liked how this done. I'm trying to make this in a different color, and I'm thinking about getting adventurous and making a scarf set, hat and scarf set. Boy, I can't talk today, guys. Anyhow, this is all the ball that I have left making this guy. So that I'm kind of happy. Now this can go into my scrap bin and get used up. You guys might remember this. I purchased this with a thrift store haul, and it's an older yarn bee. It's called Icelandic Jewels. Let me turn that light back on, guys. Sorry, so you guys can see the label. Icelandic Jewels. And this is it's called Black Pearl. Black Pearl. And I didn't have a ball left over, because literally that's all I had left. And this is the hat that I made with that. And this here has like lattice work, or the ladder yarn in it. See that right there? See, that's got the ladder in there. But I liked how it turned out. I thought that was really cool. And all I did was just do double crochets, and I just put it in like the back 2 loops to give it that design. And that's what I did. Holly, be quiet, baby girl. Oh no, I have a ball here. Sorry, guys. So this is what I have left. And this is what I was trying to tell you guys. It was like a 3-ply. And this is the lattice type. Come on, fingers, work. Right, I can't see it really good, but that's the lattice. And it's plied with the 3 yarns. And like I said, this is what I have left of that ball. So this can go back into my scrap yarn. And this is out of my my stash. It's one less ball that I have to worry about. You guys might remember that I had been working on a scrappy Caron Simply Soft corner to corner blanket. Well, I finished it. And here she is. She's big. Now my husband can steal it. So this is folded in half. And stuff. So I did just kind of wing the border. I did like a block stitch, and then I put 7 double crochets in here to make the border, and that's what it looks like. So it's very ruffly, very pretty. This is what it looks like opened up. That's one side. Here's the rest of it. And then I finished it off in the blue. But yeah, it's done. I can throw it in the wash machine now, wash it, and now my husband can probably steal it. So I'm just glad that that is out of the way on that one. And then while I worked on another small lovey blanket. This was like a scrap ball with no band on it. It's got pinks, blues. Let me do this. There we go. Pinks, blues, yellows. And it's just a little, so now I've got to find an animal to go with that one. So that's one lovey pattern down. The other one, oh, this is a ball that I had that I wasn't sure what kind of yarn it is, but I made a hat out of this. So it's a kind of a fluffy hat. This is the yarn. This was in a thrift store haul that I got. So that's one hat done. Now I just gotta tie everything in and get her put up. Some of you guys know that. Oh, here's I don't think I've showed this one to you guys. This one I was just doing alternating post stitch hats. So this is a scrap ball of yarn too that I had. Didn't have very much of it. Trimmed it off in black. So that's one hat done. This is another scrap ball that I had. I didn't have enough, but I put some gray in here. I was trying to do the crisscross stitch, but this hat just kind of, the patterning just lost it. You can't see it very well, but it's there. The crisscross stitch with three spaces and then a crisscross stitch on that. I might do it again. I just might do it in a different colorway because I thought, well, this is going to look good, but it didn't. Didn't turn out, so that's okay. I also have, you guys also may remember that little, well, here, let me show you. The little TY fawn that I picked up at the thrift store. Here's the animal. And I decided to go with a yarn that I had that had no label. And what I did was this guy. And this is Red Heart Buff. And this is the yarn that had no label on it. So this is the lovey that I made. And I thought this was very nice for this particular TY toy to put on around it. And voila. So there she is, or he is, or whatever you want to call him. There's another lovey done. Um, you all know that I have been working on looms, and I got smart and thought, okay, I want to make a pair of slipper socks. And matter of fact, hold that thought. I will be right back. I'm going to show you what I'm talking. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Come on, Rascal, go lay down, baby. So, kind of going off a little bit. My friend Wendy, that I got a yarn haul from, used to make knitted slipper socks, and I love them. This is one of what she made, and I thought that was pretty cool. I like these things. I don't normally wear them around the house, but what I like to do is when I'm in bed, I have my slipper socks on, because during the winter time, if my feet are cold, I'm cold, and I don't like that. So anyhow, I was on YouTube, and I came across a couple people making slipper socks similar to that pair. So this is what I came up with. Well, the pattern came out to be. So it's kind of like got a little boxy bottom, and then your toes, and then it goes like that. And this particular style is what I did was just make a flat piece of, like I did my washcloths, and cinched up the top, and then cinched and sealed at the bottom and sewed the top up. So now I have a pair of loom knitted slipper socks. They're not perfect, but they'll work in a bind, and it's purple, my favorite color too. So that's one other project that I did. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So that was a pair of loom knitted slipper socks that I have done. The other thing I have done is just a basic ribbed beanie, and I use the Yarn Bee's authentic hand dyed yarn, and that's what I paid for originally. It wasn't a clearance yarn. This is all that I have left of the colorway, and this colorway is called Petunia Petals, and this is the hat that I made with that yarn. And there she is. It's kind of a very autumny fall type hat, and I thought that's pretty cool. So, and then I just basically did a single crochet border on that, but that is what I used. I made another hat that was very similar to this with Yarn Bee yarn, just to kind of get it out of my stash and see where I can go with it. But that's one hat down. So the other thing I came across was a pattern that was a free pattern on Ravlry. Sorry guys, my sheet protector. That's what happens when I pile everything. It's a free pattern on Ravlry. It's a beginner level, and it's called this guy. And the author's name, let's see, does her name on here? Nope. Oh yes, it's by Baby Cakes Studios. That's who the author is. So anyhow, she had this free pattern, and I made this guy. He's a little wonky, but he's okay, but he's cute too. So in the process, while I was looking at this, and I kind of basically followed her pattern, but not follow it, and then I made a bigger one. And what I did was make the bottom a little bit wider, and then decreased it and then closed it up. You can see that. So those, I know it's late, guys. I know Halloween's already passed, but this is what I made. So that is all that I have created, crocheted and stuff um, over the last couple of weeks. I do have a whip that I'm working on, and it's actually off of a free pattern by Yarnspiration. It's called, oh shoot, I don't know what it's called, but it's a free Yarnspiration pattern. And they used the red heart stripes with it, I believe. Well, this is what the pattern looks like. And it's basically you single crochet, 2 double crochets, skip 2, chain, repeat that pattern, and then come back as a half double crochet. So I'm making a scarf out of this colorway, and it's called the Hirschner's Worsted Speckles. And this is the Purple Parade yarn. This is really, I'm surprised how soft it is. This is comparable to Red Heart, but a little softer. So it's really nice yarn. And then you get like 489 yards versus 300, or depending on which one you buy. And it's not so soft. But that's one of my whips that I'm working on, and I'm using an eye hook on that one for that pattern. And then I decided to get really, really smart and start another C2C blanket, and I'm still in the current makings of it, but this is going on onto 2 cakes that I have that I had gotten in some Mary Maxim's mystery bags hauls. You'll see them in the past ones if you go back and look at those. But I had 4 cakes in one, and then I bought another mystery bag, and it had the same exact cakes. And this is called the Circus, and it's the homespun. And so this, I've got 6 more cakes to go, and this is what I've got going so far. So this is where I started. This is where I added the second ball right here on that. And then I've got it to stop from pulling out. But this is what I'm making so far. I'm hoping I have enough. If I don't, I'm pretty sure I've got some single balls of the homespun that I can kind of put in between the rows to make it bigger on that. So those are the things that I have been kind of working on, besides making hats and other stuff. I just kind of wanted to come on and show you guys what I've got going. I'm looking around, sorry, seeing what I've got that I need to show, but I can't think of anything. So, but anyhow, I just kind of wanted to show you guys this is what my makes are, and let you guys know that I'm still alive. I do apologize for the lengthy delay in seeing this person. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff going on. Some of it's not been nice, and some of it has been why me type thing. But I'm not going to complain about it. Just to give you guys a little overview. About a month ago, my truck was rear-ended. And the damage was not bad. It was just the bumper. Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. Neither was the other people. But the people driving on the roads is questionable. I was pulling in, the main street that I was trying to turn onto has a railroad crossing in it. And at that time in the morning, there was a school bus, and the school bus stops like they're supposed to at the railroad crossing. Well, the person behind the school bus decided they were not going to look and cut right in front of me. I had to literally slam on my brakes to stop, and the poor person behind me wound up hitting my truck. We're okay. We're fine. My truck's been repaired and everything else like that. That's a good thing. But in the meantime, yeah, about 2.5 weeks ago, I was taking my roommate to his job so that because he needed a ride at that time. And in the process, I watched a young man get hit by a car because he was riding on a moped bike. Stop. Thankfully, everybody is okay. I don't know how injured the young man was. All I know is that seeing it, I threw everything in park and got out, grabbed my phone, tried calling 911, trying to make sure the young man was stable and getting that taken care of. He was a teenager. He did not look for cross traffic or anything else like that, and neither did the driver that wound up striking him. He didn't look either. He was too busy focusing on cutting across some from other cars coming on, making a left-hand turn. Needless to say, the young man was up and walking around. He did not have any, as far as I know, trauma to the head or anything. He was talking. He was doing all the kinds of stuff. He was complaining about his leg hurting and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't know where people's brains are these days. Nobody called 911 but me to get him help. And then because I'm a mom, my focus was getting help, getting him stable, which he was fine, and I was saying he's conscious to the dispatcher and all that other fun stuff. And nobody else that had stopped bothered to call 911. And even the driver that hit the young man didn't call 911. And I'm like, what the heck? This is a kid. And you guys aren't doing anything about it. So I'm like this, trying to figure out what I'm doing and making sure everybody's stabled and stuff like that. And so I finally got through to dispatch, and I told them what happened. And then the dispatch person I kind of got mad at because she was asking me the same question. I had already explained to her twice the location of where we were at. And finally, the ambulance shows up. The ambulance shows up first. Out of everybody there, the ambulance shows up first. So I gave them over to the young man over to them, and then I asked the young man, I go, where is your phone? You need to call your mom and dad and let them know what happened. Make sure you are okay. Stop it, Holly. I will take you out in a little bit. Whiny huskies. Holly, I'm going to spank you. Anyhow, so I got him situated. His dad came in there. I waited for the police officers to show up, and one did show up about 10, maybe 15 minutes later. I gave him my statement and went home. I haven't heard anything about the young man. I know that he was okay. He's breathing. Was limping on his legs and stuff like that, but he was managed to get to his dad, and his dad took care of him from there. So that was one of my stories. But then the other ones that I've been busy at work and listening to a distracting dog. I'm busy at work because we are still dealing with July's hail. We had a hailstorm here in different parts of the city. And what happens is when hail hits, all the shops that do auto body repair get busy and booked out. So I have been busy working and other stuff like that. So I do apologize. Holly, stop. I do apologize for being away for so long. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But anyhow, guys, I've already taken up enough of your time. I do appreciate you guys sticking around and listening to my tall tales. And no, they're not tall tales, they're tales. Um, Listening to my stories, looking at my completed objects. I do apologize. I want to give you guys big hugs from Colorado Springs and myself. And I guess we will talk to you guys soon. I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys will like, share, or subscribe. Do me a favor, give me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of my works, what your favorite one was, and we can go from there. All right, you guys, you have a wonderful day. You take care and have a blessed day. Bye bye.